welcome to my channel. This video is going to be about budgeting and my budget planner, and let's get started. So what I have here is the Happy Planner Budget Planner Extension Pack. And what this is not even really a planner. This is an extension pack that is actually meant to be placed into a Happy Planner as an additional resource for your budget, for your planning. I really don't know, to be honest with you. The reason I'm struggling is I don't have Happy Planners. I love the disc system of a Happy Planner, but I've not found a Happy Planner that is designed in a way that I really would like to use. So I found that I can get a Happy Planner discs, I can get the punch, and create my own little Happy Planners. So I think it's the colors and the use of black a lot in there, and some of the bolder colors, even though they have some muted, it just, I don't know, the layouts just don't work for me, so I just don't use them for what I'm looking for. And what I was looking for was a budget planner, but I did love their extension pack. Now I've kind of done mine a little different than what they originally came up with, but this is actually a divider that I laminated, put the discs on, and these extension packs actually come with 6 months of tabs and sheets in order for you to do your budget. But I bought 2 6-packs and made a 12-month. So I love it, I use it, I sticker it, I have fun with it, and let's get started. Let me show you what I got. So like I said, I laminated that, and then I have this front pocket to give it more strength and stability as a planner, because this is kind of flimsy the way this is, so it reinforces a little bit here. These are where I keep some of my stickers. My favorite sticker shop is Sarah Marie Stickers. She has some beautiful, this is part of her January stickers, her New Year's stickers. Beautiful stickers. I love the colors and designs. She's my go-to when I want planner stickers and budget stickers. I also use another shop, Maury June Designs. She also has a YouTube channel along with Sarah Marie, that both have YouTube channels, and they talk about budgeting and how they use their, how they organize their budgets to keep track of their money, so they can, if they're paying off debt or if they are budgeting just for the family or whatever. They have some great tips and tricks to help people with that. So I watch their videos all the time. These are Maury June stickers. This is actually the first page of the budget planner extension pack. And this was originally a savings tracker. And I made it a debt tracker before I wanted to do savings. And what I'm paying off here is my school loans. So my school loan debt total back in September 25th was $15,442.62. So starting in October of 2019, because these months were already pre-printed on here, I just put the year underneath it, so it looks a little confusing, but it's not. But I had already paid off several loans and debts over the summer, and for the past few years I've kind of been doing the snowball method as far as paying off debt, I guess since 2014. And we had almost everything paid off except for this school loan, and this was the last debt that we have to pay off. So I decided with my husband when we were doing the budgets that it would be great if we could put that whole snowball debt here. And so we decided to put $13.50 a month here into our school loan. Now the original school loan payment was just under $350. It's like $348.47, I think. And so we added $1,000 to that and rounded up to $350. So we pay $13.50 a month. And we've got it down to $11,578.85. That was the new balance as of December 14th. As you can see down here, January 2020, we decided, hey, there's a big amount of savings that we could add to this and pay it off even sooner. So we're kind of excited about this. What I had done last year was try to build savings along with paying off debt. And my savings wasn't building very fast, but my debt was dropping very fast. So I went, okay, I got $3,000, let's see, I got $2,320.50 in our savings. I have our emergency fund, that $1,000 emergency fund. I have that, but that $2,320.50, I thought, okay, if I add that to our school loan here, I can drop this number down to below $8,000, just under $8,000. And that sounded really good to me. And it sounded really good to my husband. So we're like, okay, we're just going to pull the trigger and go for it. We're going to jump on it and we're going to do it. And so we're making one large payment, a next double payment or triple payment, I'm not even sure how much that is, in January, and pay that down and be under $8,000, which means we can pay it off as early as July if I did my math right. I'm going to leave these numbers here, so as we're creeping towards this and it's paid off, that's fine. But for right now, I think we're going to get it paid off by July instead of by September. Then starting after that last payment in August, start putting that same amount or even more into savings and investing and just take off from there, because the only other debt after this is our mortgage. And we just got our mortgage, so I have a debt tracker for that too. So this is Maury June Designs. She has an Etsy shop, she has a YouTube channel. This is her debt tracker. These are her mason jars stickers. I absolutely love them. Both of these are actually debt tracker stickers in her store. She has a savings tracker sticker, but it was like a percentage. So it was like 10, 20, 30%, all the way to 100%. And I really didn't want to use the percentage. I do plan to use it, but I just wanted the word saving tracker here. So I was like, I'll just buy the sticker. I'll use it later and print my own label, but I'll use her savings tracker because I wanted all these to match. And these are her washi strips and stuff I got from her store. So everything in the front of this book is Maury June. Everything after this is Sarah Marie, pretty much. But this is our mortgage. On June 1st was our first payment of last year. We just bought our house. We haven't done a lot new to the house. The house is in really good condition. We did have a few rooms painted recently from a friend from church. He did an amazing, phenomenal job. But we paid cash. So anything we want to do to the house, we're doing cash. So we're being smart about it. We're not using any credit. We're not using any debt to furnish the house or make the house pretty or put our own touches. We're taking our time with it because this is our forever home. So we have time to do that. Savings, my goal for 6 months saving is $36,500. And I started to, and you can see I erased it. I use these Friction Pilot, and these are highlighters. And then they also have these pens, Friction Pilot erasable pens. So the erasers are right here. So even though I didn't get all of it up, it did a really good job of getting up, and I can start over next year or this year, later this year, once I really start building our savings. So those are the two pens I normally use, and then I have a fine point, not ultra fine, but advanced ink ballpoint Fourier. I don't know. I got this at Office Max. It looked neat, mostly for my husband for his business when he works. It's got a needle tip, so it writes kind of thin, which I'm not used to, but I still really like it, and that's how I wrote this. This is my halfway mark. This is why that's there for the savings. So when I know I got here, I got halfway mark. And we're pretty good. So that's our savings. So I flip to this page. So I do, if you see other videos on my channel, Prayerful Planner. But even before I was doing a Prayerful Planner, when I started doing this and started doing the, taking the Dave Ramsey Financial Peace University course, I did it through my church, and prayer is very important to me. So I thought I would start out and have this page in front of all of this so I can refer back to it and go, here's some scripture, here's my praises, and here's my prayer, mainly regarding finance, money. To me, God provides the money, God provides the opportunities, God provides everything. And I want to praise, worship, and read scripture in prayer to Him about what He's doing and how I appreciate what He's doing. And that way, when struggles come in life, if hardships happen, I can refer back to this and go, you know what? He will not forsake me and He will not forget me. And it helps remind me to stay on track on, am I spending money or using the money wisely and being a good steward of what He has provided for us? Because we are nothing without Him as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I am nothing without Him. So that's why I do this. And then over here, Sarah Marie had this great idea of doing an annual and monthly amount of what it would look like for your sinking funds and your budget. So I did last year's annual budget actuals and then what I want to budget for this year, if I want to go up or down. And so these are her stickers for that. I love these balloons and stars. It just looks so New Year's and made me so happy to look at. I absolutely loved it. So we have vacation. We plan, my husband travels for business, and when he does, he gets overtime money. So he doesn't all the time, but he does a couple of times a year. So we plan to use that money for our vacation fund. So we're not budgeting for our vacation fund, but we are going to use overtime money for that. Christmas, total for the year is what we want, and then what we're putting in every month. We decided to do a roof fund, even though our roof is fairly new. We have a 3 to 6 year old roof, close to 6 years old, and we figure in 14 years at $60 a month, every month put away, we can raise about $10,000 in small chunks. So that's why we do that, and that way we can pay cash for a roof, or mostly cash for a roof. When the time comes. We're new homeowners. This is the first house we've ever bought. We don't ever plan to move, so we want to be prepared for these things. Hot water heater, we just had it replaced. We know they only last 8 to 12 years based on Google, and so we're putting $20 a month away for a hot water heater for about 5 years. So we're trying to raise about $3,000. That should cover purchase and installation, unless the prices go way up. We just never know. Car maintenance, we always put $100 in for car maintenance, and when we need it, we can use it. Home remodel, that's like painting or things like that. We do want to hire an architect. We want to extend our youngest son's room. He's turning into adult, and my children, I have 2 sons, 21 and 15. As my son becomes an adult, he's going to need more space, and the only way we can see to add more space is extending his room in the back of the house, but it's on the 2nd story. So we're going to need an architect to help us with this stuff, and so we're saving not a lot of money right now, but once we talk to someone and find out the costs and stuff related, then we'll figure out how to pay for that extension, but we have a few years before we have to pay for it. So we're working on that. Heating and AC, we want to make sure it's up and running, that if we need to call someone and say come fix it, or if it needs to be replaced, we have money and funds put aside to place it. So we're just putting $100 a month away for the next few years to have, I think we're trying to save up to $6,000 for that, just in case it needs to be replaced, because our air conditioner looks newer than our heat. We have gas heat. Our house is over 22 years old, so I just want to make sure it keeps running and keeps going, and we have heat in the winter. And then after I'd done these, I realized I wanted to add a couple more small annual things, and you can use this for anything, sinking funds, but we have Amazon Prime. I know in 10 months we're going to have to pay it in September, and it'll be $119, so if I do $11.90, then we're good. And same thing with Disney Plus. I did the 1 year subscription. The reason I did that, it saved me $13.80 some cents if I did an annual versus the $6.99 a month, which was over $80. And I thought, no, I'll save the $13.80 and some change. That way, I may have saved a few bucks, but I think it's worth it. And if you have a sinking fund like it and you're just transferring $7 for like 10 months, you have $70 and it's $69.99, you have the cash to pay it. So, and all these go into a specific savings account separate from our regular joint checking and savings. And that way we don't get into them and use them for anything else but these sinking funds. And these are all the sinking funds that I have. This is all that we use. I don't use a lot of cash. I use my debit card, but I have the debit card as my cash. And then I track it daily, and sometimes 3 or 4 times a day, because I just love budgeting and looking at the numbers for some reason. So here is my 2020 budget. Now, I don't disclose military, our military retirement, my husband's military retirement. I don't disclose his VA disability or VA education benefits, his salary or overtime or rent for that our son pays us. I don't really disclose all those things, or our tithing and giving. Reason is that was my husband's income, and my husband, he's the sole provider of our family, and I respect his wishes when he asks, please don't put this out there in case somebody I know sees this. And I said, sure, absolutely, I will respect your wishes on that. So, and my son, he was just like, no, please don't. I'm like, okay. He doesn't know why he said it, he just said it. So I'm like, okay. We also agreed that tithing and giving is very personal. It's something that is important to us. How much someone gives is not nearly as important as the heart condition you're giving in. And that's why we didn't put an amount there. We want people to be encouraged that want to tithe and give and they feel led to by God. That's important. And whatever he says to do, whatever the amount is, whether it's 50 cents or $50, it doesn't matter. It's the heart condition he's looking for in tithing and offering. So if you're giving, whether it is, in a faith-based or, we have our causes that we love too. We have Autism Society, we have Cancer Society, we have St. Jude's and Shriners and all these great organizations out there. It doesn't matter what organization you're giving to, small or large. You always want to give in a good heart condition. You want to be in the right place in your mind and your heart and your spirit to give, because it grows inside you and brings peace and joy and love, and amazing things can happen from that. So I encourage anybody who does give, who wants to give, great. If you can't and you want to, give it time. Be encouraged that God will provide in that area. So that's something for you to pray about, or something for you to think about. So, but I went over last year's numbers on the rest of our stuff, and wow, I would never have thought we would do $8,400 in groceries. But apparently we do. Now, when I say groceries, I mean everything consumable. If you can buy it in a Walmart grocery store, you can pretty much it's groceries to me. I don't like to separate it, too much of a hassle, so I just put it all in there. Now, if I go to a big super Walmart where it has clothing and groceries and something else, then I might separate miscellaneous and groceries. But other than that, it usually all goes in one place. Restaurants, oh my, we have got to stop eating out. Family, they're expensive, and we just are not paying attention. So I actually plan to use a cash envelope just for eating out, or keep cash in one place in our house, and then when we decide to go out, we'll look at it. And I actually want to take it a step further and write down what we've spent at specific restaurants, what the average is, and say, okay, this is what we have in our wallet. What do we want to spend? Okay, these are the only restaurants we can go to. So if you only want to spend like $25, okay, here's the list of restaurants. If we want to spend $50, okay, and it's usually just me and my husband. So, it's a struggle. The struggle is real. Miscellaneous, that's like clothing, shoes, random stuff for the house decor, nails to hang up picture frames, anything that's just Home Depot, Lowe's, paint, brushes, you know, random stuff. I don't like separating those out, so I create a miscellaneous category and I just kind of put it all in one little place. And it seems to work for me. I like it, it works for me, and I leave it at that. Vehicle, I kind of condensed because this page isn't long enough with enough lines. So I just condensed and add anything that had to do with the vehicle under one, which meant gasoline, vehicle inspections, vehicle tags, vehicle maintenance, or not vehicle maintenance, yeah, vehicle maintenance, things we spent on the vehicles last year. We own both of our vehicles, by the way. We have a Jeep that's 9 years old, a Jeep Wrangler, and then an Armada, which is 6.5, almost 7 years old this summer. So because we own them, we have to maintenance them more. I mean, we're right at 100,000 for mine, just under 100,000 for mine Armada, and then my husband's Jeep, I think he's like 70, 80,000, something like that. So yeah, there's a lot of things we had to do. We had a lot of maintenance last year, so we should be all caught up, and we should just regular maintenance with the oil changes now this year. So hopefully it won't be too much. Mortgage utilities, so that would be your mortgage, your homeowner's insurance, property tax that we have taken out for our mortgage that goes into escrow. Then we have our city utilities, our gas company, our electric company, things like that. Anything that's utility wise goes right here. That's $27,881. Wow. It's a lot of money. A lot of that's mortgage and homeowner's insurance and property tax, but oh my gosh, that's crazy. So I put $7,000 for medical insurance. I'm trying to remember why I put that amount. Medical. Now my son is on a different medical plan than ours, and we have to pay out of pocket a premium, like $350 a month. It's really high for him. And the rest of us, our medical is taken out of my husband's military retirement before we even get the check. So we don't pay separate for that, but we pay for one of my sons who aged out of this one, and he now gets this. That's probably why it's so high. It's because of his. And then I have allergy shots and stuff, and allergy appointments, and things like that. Internet for a year, that's what we're budgeting. School loans, I want to pay that loan off, so I budgeted the whole thing. Cell phones, yeah, that's ridiculous. I'm like, I gotta rethink this cell phone thing. I haven't quite got the guts to do it yet, but I really want to rethink that. I mean, almost $4,000 a year for 4 phones. That's $1,000 a person. Oh my goodness. Anyways, especially with the leases on there and all that stuff, that's just insane. Subscriptions, so that's our, we have Sling, we have CBS All Access, we have, it's not listed in this number, but we do have Amazon Prime to go with our Prime. What else do we have? We used to have Netflix, but we just canceled that. I don't think I have that in there. I might. I'll have to double check that number. But anything that we stream that we've purchased, that's where that subscription comes from. Home maintenance, so that would be, we have a landscaper. When my husband has to travel for business, I have asthma and allergies, as I said before, so he cuts the grass. I can't cut the grass or I'd have an asthma attack. So we hire him to come and cut the grass over spring, summer, going into the fall. And we also have, I put one service call for each. Our heating and air conditioning gets maintenance every spring and fall. A plumber, in case we need a plumber once in a while, what the average cost for one visit would be, and because we already had him visit once this last year, so I know how much one visit cost would be, and things like that. So that's where the home maintenance comes in, and then my sinking funds, which matches what I have back here, same amount. So that's that. Now, I love this. This is so cute. I put a sticker over what was originally said here and put this here. But this is my calendar. Open it all the way up here. Sarah Marie stickers. Even these little purple and yellow looking ones. Now I printed these teeny tiny words. It was not easy, but I did it. Teeny tiny words here. Those are my stickers, but Sarah Marie's stickers are the ones behind it. And then these are her stickers up here and down the side here. Now these are Walmart stickers because I covered over the days of the week. I use these Walmart stickers to cover that, or to put the days of the week back. And then these three are Walmart stickers as well. I wanted to remind myself savings, my emergency fund. And then we also keep a travel expense because my husband does travel. We keep a savings for that. And the last time we did travel expense, he spent about $720.50. So that was his reimbursement. So I put it in savings. So when he travels again, he can just kind of use it over and over again. He uses it, they give it back. He uses it, give it back. So it's our money, but we never get to use it because it keeps being taken and given back. So we just kind of put that aside. My school loan. Now this is with the interest. It's a little higher. It's $11,616.09. And then the payment that we want to make. So that's how we know it's going to come down below $8,000. That's what the new balance is. So that's to remind me to do that. And then this, I love the calendar setup. I can put where things belong on the calendar as far as when my husband gets paid. So he gets paid on the 1st of every month because of his retirement and disability check. It's a government check, always on the 1st, or just before the 1st, and I just hold on to it until the 1st. And then he's going to get paid on the 10th and the 24th. So anything from here to here is what we pay those bills with. And from here to here, obviously these bills will get paid, and I just roll over anything left over, and then from here to here pays the rest, and we're good to go. I have a little sticker reminds me to do the budget. I love these little things. And I love you can just pop these in and pop them out. Happy Planner makes me very happy with that. That's why I love the system. I don't like the coil, I don't like writing on the coil. I can just pop them in, pop them out. It's easy to put the stickers down. It's a really neat system. I will always use rings, I think. I do have an Erin Condren that is coiled. I do have one. I do like it, but I don't love it like I love this. And here's a list of everything. I just blocked out our tithings again, and our helping hands at People's Germany. Those we tithe to those. So those are our giving and tithing. You write your date, you check them off when they come out, and you're good to go. I mean, I love this. This is our bill pay checklist, the date, amount, and paid. I printed the stickers, but the washi tape is Sarah Marie's. These are Sarah Marie stickers, all of these. And this is my sinking fund and the balance to my sinking fund. And then if I use anything out of it, I can log it here, which because these are such long-term things, I don't really have to log a lot, but I might have to this month a little bit with the maintenance and car maintenance and the home remodel stuff. So, because we did have somebody come out and paint. I'm debating whether I'm going to use some of that to pay that or just the cash that's already in the bank. Anyways, so I separate groceries, restaurants, miscellaneous. So I'm using 2 pages for miscellaneous. I don't have to, I just happen to be doing it that way. And then gasoline. So anytime we get gas, we log it here. Anything miscellaneous goes on these. And I'm separating like home stuff from miscellaneous. You know, a lot of Amazon purchases go over here, Walmart, Target, things like that. Restaurants here and groceries, and I've never overfilled one, so this is enough lines for me for a month. And then when the pay period ends, but right before the new paycheck, I just stop it and then total it, and then I start again. And then I stop it for the month, and then I check my EveryDollar app and compare that it's in the same page. So this is how I do my monthly budget. I did this page as a month in review. I take some notes, what I liked, what I didn't like, what I wish I'd done better, whatever I need to do here. I And again, Sarah Marie stickers, except for this, I printed this myself. The washi tape. I love her washi tape. I always buy her washi tape. It's really cool. I don't really have anything on the back, but this here might be the, yeah, this here will be the same as this page, the scripture, praise, and prayer for the next month. So when I go into February. Now this is what it actually looks like. This is what a Happy Planner extension pack looks like, and I'll show you what I didn't like, if I can find it. If it's all the way in the back or what. I thought it was still in here. Sorry. There's that. Oh, here it is. So what it would look like originally, you would have, instead of this being your month in review, you would have this budget review. This is what the original Happy Planner extension pack looked like. These are just note pages that I purchased separately. Budget review, and it asked these questions and prompts, which I think was a great idea. It wasn't bad, but what I didn't like was this here, this side, a month at a glance, because this is perfect for those who are just starting out in budgeting and don't know what categories to start with, and they need some kind of direction. That is perfect for this, but I've been budgeting for 30 years. So it's one of those things. I mean, I was 15 years old budgeting. Because that's when I got my first job, and you know, you want to get a car, you want to go out with your friends, you want to do all those things. I had to budget my money, and I was learning back then. Not great, but I was learning. So anyways, so you have starter points. I think if you've never budgeted before, I think this is beautiful. It's perfect. It's easy to use. I highly recommend it. Anything that has it already listed. As you're doing your budgeting and maybe it starts getting a little confusing, you may want to do it differently. So get a scratch piece of paper or just get notebook paper and start writing out how it makes sense to you. And then you can start creating your own or finding something that closely matches to what you're thinking about. And then you have your divider, you had your month, and this is their stickers. And you see I've messed this up. I've pre-stickered and taken them off, and I'm like, oh well. I'll put stickers over them and hide this. But you can, I do like the little piggy banks though. But this is what the first one, and they're not numbered, so you number them yourself or date them yourself. And this is the bill pay checklist, payment name, and they had 2 pages for that. I put my sinking funds here because I only need this page for my bill pay. Then they had expense tracker, and you see I started trying my own stickers. I didn't like this, so I ended up doing the washi tape thing because I really like the washi tape. I really want to use it, so that's why I didn't do this, continue this. And they had quotes up here, and you know, I liked it, but I didn't want to just list like a register, this is what I did on these dates. I decided I want to separate it into categories, and my first original categories were groceries, restaurant, gasoline, clothing, which I realized I don't need a full page for gasoline, so I don't need a whole lot on this page. And clothing, I only go every so often for the family to get clothing, so I really didn't need a full page for that. Miscellaneous, I needed a lot of page. You know, whether you're getting $5 or $50, it adds up on less, but I can usually keep it all on one page. So that's the original Happy Planner budget extension pack. That's what it originally looked like. And mine just morphed into, as you see here, with stickers and pretties and things that make me come back and want to look at it again. I just love looking at it. I think it's pretty. So anyways, I hope you really liked this video. I hope I was clear, and if you have any questions in this video or comments, leave them down below. I would love to hear from somebody or anybody that has a question. I don't know how much I can help. I'm not quite an expert in this, but I can share my experience, and I want to encourage others to budget and look for ways that work for you, that budget, whether it's rings, spiral, or coil, or whatever kind of planner you use. The planner doesn't matter. What matters is looking at the numbers, knowing where your money is going, assigning your money a place to go and work for you. You want your money working for you, not you working for your money. And you don't want to be throwing your money away. So yeah, just take a look, see what kind of planners are out there, and I hope that this is helpful. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of these videos, hit the subscribe button. And I hope everyone has an amazing day. Thank you.